All right, welcome back to the KnivesFAST channel, guys. If you're not subscribed, consider doing so. We've got a review to do for you of the Kansept Entity from White Mountain Knives. But first, say hello to Ren and Stimpy and Powder Toast Man and Log and TV, and let's get started. This is a beautiful titanium frame lock, again made by Kansept. From my buddy Justin at White Mountain Knives. If you guys don't know, I'm an affiliate. You can get 10% off. I don't get anything out of it, but you guys get 10%, which is awesome, by using code KnivesFAST at checkout. Check Justin out. Thank you, Justin, for sending this along. This is the Kansept Entity designed by Nalu Knives. There's the model number. It is 3.52-inch blade, black titanium. I think it's titanium carbide. No, I don't know. Yeah, titanium carbide. Is that what it is? Coating and stonewash, CPMS 35EM, silicone carbide titanium. All right. So that's a lot of ways to say this is a beautiful knife. It does come, again, in a very nice box and in the Kansept slip pouch here. I'm going to lay it right there. So here is this beautiful knife. Let's start by closing it. You do have this gray-coated titanium. You have a black bent steel, I assume steel, pocket clip. Tiny bit sticking out. It is sitting on the scales and is kind of tight. So if you have thicker pants like jeans or something, you might get caught right there. It is only right side only tip up, which, by the way, it carries very nicely in the pocket. Kind of thin, plenty of room to get my hands down in here. Kind of a big flipper tab, good jimping. Why am I doing that? We're not talking action yet. Keep going. Well, there's a little scratch there. Oops. You do have these really cool patterned speed holes that have been polished, and I think that gives this thing a ridiculously great look. Somebody said in my unboxing, what a boring knife, and I just don't see boring here. I mean, you got a harpoon, you've got these holes that are polished, you got some great brass, you got a great looking brass accent there in the pivot collar, you got a black, titanium backspacer. Wow, couldn't get the word out of my mouth. And I just think it looks cool. And then when you open it, you've got this black coated blade that's stonewashed. Really nice. Really, really cool. Now, it is contoured scales. They are kind of a little bit close to 90 degrees here. The chamfering could be better, but again, it doesn't feel bad. It's just like I always say, it's always these transitions in places. When you don't have them chamfered off, you feel that in your grip. Is it a hot spot? No. Now, with the contouring, that clip is not a big bother. The only part I feel is that right there, and I would not call it a hot spot. Good jimping. Again, you only have the backed up grip, but you have good four-finger grip there, and nowhere to really choke up. Good jimping, very nicely done. You do have a cool place to rest your thumb here, and then everything else is swedged. So again, not the best for that. I would definitely call this a clip point. Really cool knife. Excellent, excellent. Now, good four-finger grip and feels good in the hand. Awesome. Now, let's talk about the action. Again, just takes a nonchalant, brushing of that, which is awesome, of that flipper tab, and it just pops open. Great, great detent. Not coming out. Really well done. And good lock bar access, really nicely done there. Wow. I mean, did you hear that detent? Listen. Knife just makes great sounds. You have the Kansept logo here. You have S35VN and the model number. You have Nalu Knives there and the Entity, which is the name. You do have a generous sharpening choil and plenty of relief there. Kind of a weird shaped sharpening choil, but it works really, really well. Again, great noises, great feel in the hand. So let's set this guy out and do some comparisons. This is a really nice size. There is your, wow, if I can line it up here. There is your Rat 1, which is just slightly larger on both sides, the handle and the blade. and the Rat 2, which is quite a bit shorter in both dimensions. But really, really nicely done. Now let's talk specs. Now, sad news, this is not currently available at White Mountain Knives. You might be able to find it somewhere, but I talk about White Mountain Knives when White Mountain Knives sends me a knife. So that's what we're going to talk about. And when these are in stock, which I'm assuming he'll have a reload at some point, they are $186 a piece. This one is it's 8.11 inches overall, 3.52 inch on the blade, 0.138, so almost 14.14 on the blade stock thickness. I didn't really show that good, so let's do that. It's not, I mean, it's pretty thin to me, but again, part of that's the swedging makes it look thinner. It is a 4.55 ounce knife, carbide titanium, silicone carbide titanium handle, and a titanium coated stonewash finish on the blade. So plain edge, obviously really, really cool, nice little, not little, nice big, well, average size, I would call it, knife. And again, the weight doesn't seem, a 4.5 seems good in the hand. Feels really good. It cuts nicely, comes down to a nice thin edge. It is a flat grind. I did not say that. Cuts really well. So this will be going back to Justin. Sadly, I really love the looks of this one and the way it feels in my hand. Again, I don't consider it basic or boring at all. I think it's got just those speed holes and the shine of those speed holes, if you can see that. Just give it, let's just zoom in. What the heck? We'll do it live. We're doing it live. The shine of those speed holes is just gorgeous. I love the look of this knife overall. And very nicely done. So check it out. Kansept Entity. I want to thank Nick Stasa from Stasa23. If you don't subscribe to Nick, go check him out. He is a great friend. He pointed this knife on one of my live streams. He pointed it out as one he was really enjoying, so I had to get it in here to check out because I listened to Nick very, very much so. So there you go, guys. So let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs up and give me a comment down below. And guys, thank you so much for all your support of the channel. Check it out, and thank you so much for watching the Knives Fast channel.